Hello, this is a tutorial of how to use the chore list that I designed for many years to come. I will explain how I designed it and how you can edit it for 2023 and beyond. So first, I want to just cover real quick how I got the alternating colors. When you do the format as table, it adds these weird columns. So what I did is I added a line above that. Then I right click and hid the line 2. And then I just rewrote chore list and then colored that in with the color of my choice. For column A, you see Saturday because all the chores are done on Saturdays. And then the chores across the top. Then, and after you've X'd out the holidays, then you type in the apartments. Now, what's really interesting about this is that it ends up ending on the last apartment number. So once it's time to make 2023, you can actually just start over at 103. So I typed in 103, skipping 108, and skipping 207. Then I copied and pasted it like so. So you select 103 to the 210, and after you type it, and then you go below that to the next blank cell, and then you paste like so. It's already obeyed, I just did it again. Now, if the holidays fall in the middle of the year, after you do that column, you copy and paste, you'll have to go back and put the X's back, because when you copy and paste the numbers, it will override the X's, which is fine. Just remember to make sure that you skip the holiday. So for example, here on cell B54, there's 107, and then it skips 2 weeks. And then we go back up to the top of C4, it skips another, and then I go to 109 because 108 is in an apartment. So you just have to make sure that you account for the holidays. But in general, what you can do is once you copy and paste, then you're going to have 2 sets of apartment numbers. So you can do that again. And then by the time you copy and paste that, you're already at the end of the year, and you're going to have a little extra. So then that extra, then you copy and paste. I'll show you what it looks like. Since I've already done it, I can just undo it. So at this point, you're going to have 2 sets of the list of apartments. So you're going to copy all of that, and then you're going to go to the next blank cell, which would be in this case 35, and then you're going to copy and paste. And what you're going to see here is that it did cover up those 2 X's. So you're going to want to go back and actually it went farther past the year, which is fine, and you can just delete that. So as you can see, it covered up the X's. In this case, then you'd want to go back and add them back. I prefer to do capital X's because they just look nicer and they're bigger. Then, after you fix the holidays in column B, then you move on to column C. So you can see here that it's 107, and then it goes to 109 on C5. Then, in order to copy and paste this, what I did was I basically found the first 109 that was available on column B, and I selected that, and then I went all the way down to the last one, and then I just copied and then pasted. And you continue to do that. Then before you move on to column D, you make sure you replace the holidays, and so on. Once you get to sweep both stairwells, then you want to manually type in the numbers. So we left off on column E, courtyard at 107 here. So that means that we start at 109 at the top of the next column. Then you go to 201, 202, and so on. With the SIG cans, you can just manually enter the apartments. And as you can see, on some weeks, the same person is going to have 2 jobs, but then there'll be a while before they have to work again. So for example, if you look at April 9th here, 209 will have 2 jobs. But then, let's see the next time they're even working. And actually, if I were a resident, I would prefer to do it this way, because then look at how much time I have before I have to do it again. So we see on April 9th, 209 will do 2 jobs. And then the next time it looks like they have 1 job 5 weeks later on May 14th. And then the next job is June 18th. And then they're going to have 2 jobs on July. And it's just gonna work out that way. This is the best method I found, so hopefully this works for you. So when it comes to time to do 2023, type in the date of the first Saturday and then put in this formula and then copy and then drag down and then paste. And it will continue on that way. You can't see on the screen recorder, but as long as you print it off with landscape mode, it will fit all on one page. So in order to make sure it's in landscape mode, you go to page layout and then select landscape.